Hello, kings and queens. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers and broadcaster of astrology. If you're looking for your horoscope, you've come to the right place. Click the down bar or the comment section, find your zodiac sign, and click that number next to your zodiac sign. That timestamp will take you directly to the point in the video that is important for you. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it's valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance that is aspecting you, and you'll even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, please be sure to check out Mental Chatter Musings book of the month, which happens to be Perfectly Fine Christmas. I'll be putting my review in this week, and we would love to see yours as well. As you know, LaJill's birthday was just recently, and that would be wonderful for her to see that review come through before the end of December, before this new year starts. Now, in addition to that, be sure to check out Diverse Shelves on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. You can talk about your favorite new and up-and-coming books. You can talk about even books that you've just read and reviewed that you're excited about. It's an open forum, so come on over to Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you're on YouTube or even Facebook, don't forget to check out Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves very entertaining and informative reviews. So if you're thinking about catching a read, check and see if Robert's reviewed it already. I'm sure he'd love to see you there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube and like the video. It definitely helps to let us know you appreciate the content, that's being put out on any forum. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has read and reviewed Deadliest Intuition so far, and a push into January for getting you guys to finish up that wonderful book, or start that wonderful book, Deadliest Intuition. Actually, that riveting, heart-pounding book. I will be doing a raffle in January, so definitely stay tuned for that announcement. Check out Deadliest Intuition. It's my newest psychological thriller. Now that we've gotten that out the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the scopes. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Taronic here with your astrology for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that on my Facebook page at author Taronic in written format. Now, well, printed format actually. But anyway, let's get into it. The moon is in Capricorn at 5 degrees on Monday. That's the 27th. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees, this is where the good you do can come back to you. Okay, the sacrifices you've made. This is where the gossipers lose. So check your chart. Look to see where you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees. Do you have any sacrifices you've made in those areas? Have you done, good deeds in those areas and you're waiting for some good to come back to you? Well, if there are placements between 2 and 8 degrees, and if they're particularly in Taurus, Virgo, or even Scorpio or Pisces, you could see good coming back to you in the form of blessings through career. You could also, or assistance and opportunity in career, even garnering shared finances. The opportunity to work on something you're passionate about. You could even call in new beginnings in health or the endings that you want. You could even see, being that this is your area of Capricorn and it trines Virgo and Taurus, you could see money coming in, shared finances from behind the scenes through home and family, or blessing home and family. Maybe sacrifices you've made or money you've been waiting for can come through as well. So check to see if you have those placements between 2 and 8 degrees of those signs. Remember that your money is doing a transformation as it pertains to your shared finances anyway, with Pluto and Venus conjunct in Capricorn at 22 degrees or 25 degrees. If you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees of Capricorn, you're seeing a drastic transformation in your shared finances, in your passions, in sex and intimacy, in endings and new beginnings that you're trying to create. Okay, so remember that. It takes time to go through that transformation. And right now, Venus is going back to review your past spending, past loves, and things like that. Now, on Monday, the moon in Libra at 11 degrees is trining Saturn in Aquarius. So while it's doing that, it's directly aspecting Uranus and Taurus at a fated angle. With it aspecting Uranus and Taurus, there's some type of shocking secret revealed, but it's some type of shock or upheaval in the area of secret, sacrifice, solitude. Maybe even your solitude is hampered, your closure, your healing. There's some type of upheaval there. Okay, or whether there's some type of sudden upheaval there, but there's a blessing coming through your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. Maybe it's coming through because of some type of burden. Maybe it, but it's a blessing. What I see is this. Okay, this could be something like you have kids away at college or something like that, and you have to drive and go pick them up from school, but it's still a blessing because you're getting to see them. Okay, and it's a shock because they call you, it's just behind the scenes, and they, maybe everybody doesn't know, and they're like, oh, I'm coming home, or they come home and surprise you out of nowhere, and now you have to accommodate for their room because you don't have their room anymore, and you didn't know, but your other kid knew they were coming. It could be something like that. That's what I kind of see. Something surprising for you. Maybe even somebody comes to visit from out of town or something like that, out of nowhere, and it surprises you, and it's a restriction or responsibility on you. And your instincts are to naturally care for people and to make sure that you have enough resources and things like that. So just remember your learned lessons. Don't overdo it, because if you don't have it, you don't have it. People are there to have fun with you and experience you and spend time with you, not just because you want you to just spend all your money up. Okay, if this is a situation, whether you're dealing with a lover, a child, or a friend, all right, remember that. If you have placements between 8 to 14 degrees of Libra, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, this is aspecting you, even Cancer as well. Now on Tuesday, the moon in Libra at 29 degrees is going to trine Jupiter in Aquarius. So some sort of blessing through a romantic partner, or because of a romantic partner. Maybe it's through a friend or a child, or just hanging out with them, being able to spend time with them. Maybe it's through a creative endeavor. Whichever it is, it's lucky opportunities and assistance coming your way to speak your truth within those relationships, or having to do with those particular subjects. Even if it's a creative endeavor, you get a chance to speak your truth, maybe at a distance from you, with someone at a distance from you. Maybe you're pulling friends in and social groups in to you because of what you think and preach, because of what you've done within your creative endeavors. Maybe you're pulling a romantic partner into you. Either way, this is a blessing where you've been experiencing misfortune, maybe because of the bad advice of others, maybe because of the consequences of your actions. Either way, there's some type of luckier opportunities and assistance coming in if you have placements between 26 and 29 degrees of Libra or Aquarius. Now, in addition to that, Jupiter is going to shift over to your sector of Pisces, which is career for you, and it's going to stay there through the half of next year, through the first half of next year. So for the next 6 months, you're going to be experiencing luck and expansion in career. Okay, for those with placements between 0 and 3 degrees, you're going to feel this aspect immediately. Okay, on Tuesday. Flexibility and versatility will bring the best harmony and success in your endeavors. Be ready to switch up if you need to. Learn new things. What can you do? This is about career and mastery. And for this next 6 months, you're going to have lucky opportunities to garner money and finances, being of service to other people, new jobs, working, health benefits, and things like that. That's going to open up to you. Okay. More money through work is going to open up to you. In addition to that, you're going to have lucky opportunities to work behind the scenes, when everybody doesn't know about it. You're going to be awarded opportunities to garner shared finances, to work on things you're passionate about, to create the endings and new beginnings you want, to bring in the closure in career or the healing in career that you've been looking for. Okay, Gemini. In addition to that, you're also going to have where your image is going to be brightened, because it's usually squaring you in some of your relationships. Now with Jupiter here, you're going to have lucky opportunities to sharpen your image, to make yourself look better, your first impressions to feel better, your ego to raise. You know, you're going to have lucky opportunities to partner with people in career. You know, you're like I said, your ego will be boosted. You'll have opportunities to boost your ego. There's so many opportunities in just different avenues of expansion that are going to open up for you. It's amazing this next 6 months. Okay, so that's what you're going to be experiencing. But the people with placements between 0 and 3 degrees are going to be feeling this on Tuesday. Now, on Monday, the sun moved into Capricorn, but it'll be in Capricorn on Tuesday as well. Okay, at 6 degrees. And this is an angle where you reap what you sow on this day. If you've been sowing hate, violence, and gossip and misfortune, you're going to get it back. If you've been sowing good, you're going to get it back. Wherever you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees in your chart, look at those areas. Look at what you've been, you know, what areas are for what. And you can see, you know, whether you've been reaping, you know, whether you're going to reap good or bad there, or whether you're going to reap, you know, some sour grapes there, you know, some coal in your stocking, even though Christmas is past. But, you know, check that, because Capricorn is about shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about. Okay, watch your spending in your area of Libra, where you have romance, creative endeavors, and children, because you're going to reap what you sow. If you sit there and spend all your money, it's going to come back to bite you. Be very mindful. That's an area that squares that area, so I wanted to mention that. It also directly aspects Cancer, which is money and resources. So check to see if you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees. Now, around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the sun in Capricorn is going to shift to 7 degrees. And this is where you might want to take some time to retreat, fall back, stop spending money, pray, meditate, especially if life isn't going the way you hoped. If, you know, things aren't going the way you wanted them to in certain areas, it's time for you to step back and review the plan, okay? Because maybe your faith needs to be regained. Maybe your plans require grounding, okay? Now let's move to Wednesday. This is when the sun is in Capricorn at 8 degrees, and it's going to square Chiron in Aries. So this is healing your image or your identity as it pertains to your friends, how you look to your friends, how you look within social groups, the social groups you hang around with, your goals, you know, that you're trying to accomplish. Some type of healing is coming in here as it pertains to shared finances. Maybe money is coming into you and it's providing you that healing. Maybe you're working on something you're passionate about. Maybe there's a good ending or a new beginning to something that you want to come in. But this healing is coming in for those that have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Aries or Capricorn. This is healing for you, okay, in shared finances. Maybe the shared finances you make in career. Like I said, it could be your passions. Maybe this is where you lacked a bit of tact or someone else had. Now you're getting this reprieve, okay? In addition to that, Mercury in Capricorn is going to join with Venus retrograde in Capricorn. They'll both be at 24 degrees. So if you have placements in Capricorn between 21 and 27 degrees, this is a review of the past as it pertains to finances, romance, and pleasure pursuits. A blessing could be communicated to you regarding the past, but it could require some effort, some training, some study. Maybe you need to see a financial advisor. It could be any of those things, okay? But that's aspecting if you have those placements. abundance. And at the same time, the moon in Scorpio, your sector of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people is going to directly oppose your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, or closure. So either you're having to make a sacrifice in the background and being of service to someone, and it's revealed, maybe the sacrifice you've been making has been revealed, or something is being revealed about you, some gossip is being revealed about you at work or through work, and it could be very shocking, you know, when it comes out, or maybe something shocking is revealed to you about someone at work. Okay, pay attention to who's saying what, how it's coming out. Look underneath the surface of the situation. Okay, a conflict could arise, and you want to make sure that you're not being played for a fool, or you know, acting out of impulse. Okay. Now, Mars at 11 degrees Sagittarius, where you've been having these challenges in your relationships, is going to sextile Aquarius, Saturn and Aquarius. So some opportunity and assistance is going to come to you to help you out of a restriction you've been experiencing. Maybe even out of some sort of responsibility, driving somebody back and forth somewhere, or maybe a restriction from going where you want to go, doing what you want to do with a relationship, within a relationship. Maybe it's maybe what you think and preach, you've been restricted, so you haven't been able to communicate with a relationship or travel. It's something in there. It could even be education and skills where you're seeing some restriction or responsibility. Okay. And somebody's assisting you out of this. Okay. It could be a friend, but if they are, just make sure it's somebody that has your best interests at heart, that's not just doing it for profit or trying to take advantage of you. Because if you have placements in Sagittarius or Aquarius between 8 or 14 degrees, it's likely that it could be someone that's just trying to take advantage of you. So be mindful of that. Let's see if there's more clarity that can be provided through the Rider-Waite deck. Messages of truth and clarity, peace, prosperity, and abundance for Gemini. I'm not going to take all those. We don't want too many to pop out. We want clear and concise messages that are going to help Gemini on their path to their highest vibrational good for this week. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. Wow, that's a lot that fell out and fell over. But it looks like you've been going through a lot of hard work, stress, and burden, trying to create your stability, trying to, you know, even if this is about a job or education and skills, some communication is coming to you. There's some type of rebirth. You've been trying to rebirth yourself. There's some type of information coming to you from someone at a distance from you. It could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It could be about some type of addiction. It could be actually an unhealthy relationship. It could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person. But it's about how to strategize to make a new beginning, to go on a new beginning, to expand your reach. They could be kind of gossipy, a person that's kind of gossipy. It could be a person that's kind of, you know, it could be a Leo because you got the Strength card here. It could be somebody who is trying to help you strategize. They're valuing their own interest though, but they are gossipy, and maybe they're coming with a little bit of unbridled enthusiasm. So whatever they're telling you, this opportunity or whatever they're bringing to you, you have to check the facts here. This is where some type of loss or some type of heartbreak happened, or some type of breakup, or maybe a three-party relationship, or something that had to do with 3 or more people. There was something that went down here. You're being advised to take care of your deeper needs as it pertains to this situation. Maybe this is someone trying to take care of you. Maybe this is someone trying to help you out from feeling left out in the cold, either a lack or poverty consciousness, or maybe you're feeling left out in the cold in some way, and they're trying to assist you with that. Let's see. Oh, wow. That was a lot that fell out on that one. I want to see if they want to give me any more messages as to anything else before we move on to the other decks. Let's see if they want to give anything else. Okay. Had a few cards pop out. Yeah. Saying value your own. There's so many conflicts, fights, maybe competition going on around you. And it's making you feel some type of poverty consciousness or left out in the cold. You need to make sure you're valuing your deeper needs and taking care of yourself. Equal give and take with others around you. Okay, being more vested in your own interests. You need to focus more on yourself. Okay, let's see what you're likely going to encounter this week. Oh wow, that came right out. Okay, messages of truth and clarity, peace, prosperity, and abundance for what you're going to be encountering. I'm going to keep this one, and I'll keep this one too. Okay. Now, trust your intuition and reflect carefully before taking action, because insights will come to you better through meditation. Make sure you keep your cards closely hidden to your chest too about how you plan to move forward. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. You'll be celebrating your accomplishments, and you could also find yourself in the spotlight. But be assertive when it comes to what you know is right, because everything can go your way if you believe in yourself and you're assertive to what you know is right, especially if you're a good person. And a good person or a good company to work for could be coming your way. Just make sure you let go of the past and make way for new opportunities, because it's a time to move on. So that's what you'll likely be experiencing anyway. So now let's look at your likely outcomes. These cards are just flipping all over for you. You got the World, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So whether you complete a journey, whether you end it on whatever terms you end it on, it's you can go in any direction, which is a brilliant, well, you will be successful, which is a brilliant success for you anyway, being released from the situation. And the good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money could come in. Just borrow wisely. If you're repaying a debt, make sure that you could get money that comes in that allows you to repay a debt. So you'll probably be repaying a debt as well. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance on how to spend and save money. Help out those less fortunate, but make sure you're not giving too much, okay? Make sure you're not giving too much. Remember I said about some of you might be having a visitor coming from out of town to your house, and you might feel like doing too much for them. So just watch out for that. You know, New Year's is coming. People are coming to visit other people, so you don't want to be stretched thin. Let's see any messages the Spirit might want to give you. Any messages Spirit might want to give you. Wow, that popped right back in. That was kind of weird. Any messages? Okay, we got 2 messages from Spirit. All right. Enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, but impatient. News of exciting opportunities are coming your way. Allow your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. And be sure to finish what you start. Okay? And the other message from Spirit says, intelligent, impartial, respected, and stoic. That's how you'll be received this week. You could also be receiving some wise advice from someone who's objective and fair-minded. Someone who is good at public speaking. Just make sure you're communicating clearly if this is your opportunity to speak publicly. Unemotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable. So you might seem emotionally unavailable, but you might need to really approach this situation in an unemotional way in order for you to move forward, so you can be more fair-minded and objective. God bless you, and I'll see you Thursday. Bye now. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it's valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges. Take advantage of the opportunities and assistance that is aspecting you, and you'll even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, please be sure to check out Mental Chatter Musings Book of the Month, which happens to be Perfectly Fine Christmas. I'll be putting my review in this week, and we would love to see yours as well. As you know, LaJill's birthday was just recently, and that would be wonderful for her to see that review come through before the end of December, before this new year starts. Now, in addition to that, be sure to check out Diverse Shelves on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. You can talk about your favorite new and up-and-coming books. You can talk about even books that you've just read and reviewed that you're excited about. It's an open forum, so come on over to Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you're on YouTube or even Facebook, don't forget to check out Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves very entertaining and informative reviews. So if you're thinking about catching a read, check and see if Robert's reviewed it already. I'm sure he'd love to see you there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube and like the video. It definitely helps to let us know you appreciate the content, that's being put out on any forum. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has read and reviewed Deadliest Intuition so far, and a push into January for getting you guys to finish up that wonderful book, or start that wonderful book, Deadliest Intuition. Actually, that riveting, heart-pounding book. I will be doing a raffle in January, so definitely stay tuned for that announcement. Check out Deadliest Intuition. It's my newest psychological thriller. Now that we've gotten that out the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the scopes. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Taronic here with your astrology and tarot for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that in written format on my Facebook page at author Taronic. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Monday, the sun is in Capricorn at 5 degrees. So this is an angle where the good you do comes back to you. The sacrifices you've made can pay off. The gossipers lose. This is your area of home and family where this justice could be coming into you. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees, I'd say of Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, or Virgo, this is definitely aspecting you with some sort of payoff, so just look in your chart to see if you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees in those areas, and you could see some type of blessing or reprieve. Okay, that has to do with home and family. It could be money coming in through resources. If it's your area of Scorpio, maybe it's money during your daily routines that comes in. Maybe it offers you an opportunity to be of service to someone. Maybe it's resources for health that's coming in. Okay, maybe it's a job being offered to you that's coming in through a home-based business. If it's your areas of Virgo or Taurus, it could be shared finances coming in behind the scenes, secretly. Maybe things you made a sacrifice for, your passions, ignite behind the scenes, with someone in home and family. It could be any of those avenues. Now, the moon in Libra at 11 degrees is trining Saturn in Aquarius and directly aspecting Uranus and Taurus at a fated angle, bringing some type of shock or surprise suddenly, okay, through a restriction or responsibility. This is some sort of blessing, though, coming directly to you from you and a romantic partner, you and a child, or you while you're out hanging out having fun. It could be you within a creative endeavor. Okay, maybe it was your responsibility to do some work within a creative endeavor, and it happens to be a blessing. Maybe, something is really paying off for you, but just beware of your instincts, because, okay, so this could be shared finances, because it's shockingly coming to you. So this could be shared finances coming to you and a lover, you and a child, or you because of children, or you through, what do you say? Like hanging out. You could be out hanging out and garner some type of shared finances. Okay, so it could be that, or it could be, okay, while that is going on, this is what I want to say. While that's going on in those areas between Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus, with this restriction or responsibility, that's obviously you're getting this blessing. Maybe it's releasing you from something. Like I said, maybe it's shared finances coming in, releasing you from some sort of restriction that you've been in, relieving you of some sort of responsibility you've had on you. Maybe it's sex and intimacy with your lover. Maybe you haven't been sleeping together like you should, and now you guys have a blast or something like that. But Your instincts are squaring this angle. So, you know, you might not be with it at first. Maybe you're mistrusting that you're going to get the money, or maybe you're acting aloof and kind of, you know, finicky acting, and, you know, just by instinct, and your, you know, lover is kind of put off by it. Like, oh man, come on. You know, the opportunity to garner the help, the opportunity to garner the blessing, the opportunity for the goodness is here. So don't mess it up. Make sure you learn your lessons from the past. You know, don't waste any shared finances that come in, or money, overspending if it's money. Just be mindful of that, because you're going through a really big transformation as far as money, romance, and even as far as, I'd say, pleasure pursuits, how you go out and have fun. If you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees, because that's where Venus and Pluto is in Capricorn, in your area of home and family. All this stuff is being reevaluated as it pertains to home and family, where you live, how your house looks, how you spend money, how you save money, how you deal with your lover, how you deal with your, you know, all of that, your significant other, your children, anything that has to do with home and family is being reevaluated here. Okay. Now on Tuesday, the moon in Libra at 29 degrees is going to trine Jupiter in Aquarius. So this is already your image. The way you know what, let me go back and let you know that the last transit that I talked about, that moon in Libra, where you're being, could possibly get some sudden money, or maybe the passion could ignite between you and your significant other, your lover. If you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees of Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, or Cancer, that's what's aspecting you, okay? Now, moving along, back to Tuesday. The moon in Libra at 29 degrees is going to trine Jupiter in Aquarius. So this is bringing you some type of lucky assistance or opportunity to you and a romantic partner, to you and a child, to you while you're out hanging out. You know, it's something coming in to you, and it's coming directly to you. It's going to boost your ego, sharpen your image, make you look better, your first impressions, everything. Okay, this may be also where you have been experiencing some type of misfortune or bad advice, or suffering the consequences of some previous actions. If you have placements between 26 and 29 degrees of Libra or Aquarius, I'd even say Gemini, you have this blessing coming into you. If the placements are between Gemini, then that will, in your chart, then it will be at a distance from you, and it will have to do with your education and skills, what you think and preach. Okay. Now, let's move along to, now while that's going on, and Jupiter is at 29 degrees Aquarius, do know that it's going to shift on that very same day. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is going to jump to your area of Pisces, which is work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. And with it shifting there, you're going to have lucky opportunities to garner new jobs, to work for people, to be of service to people, to improve your health, small pets, to buy a small pet. Daily routines. You'll just have lucky opportunities coming to you throughout your daily routines. Now, if you have placements between 0 and 3 degrees in your chart, you're going to feel this right off the rip on Tuesday. You know, you're going to feel those energies already, because it's going to be at 0 degrees. So it's going to be affecting those all the way up to 3 degrees. And as it moves through, you know, the next half of next year, because it's going to be there through the half of next year. You know, once it gets through these 6 months or so, it's, you know, going to, this is what you're going to be experiencing. And as it goes through, it's going to eventually get to the degrees that affect your degrees. Okay. As it comes across your placements, it's bringing you that luck of expansion. Okay. So look in your chart and see where your placements are. For that next 6 months, not only will you have luck with that, you will also have luck garnering money and resources through career. You will have luck with home and family, garnering shared finances for home and family. Opportunities to move, opportunities to, I'd say people at work will be offering you chances to work with them, or even be passionate with them, if you know what I mean. Okay. You'll also have lucky opportunities because this area of Pisces normally squares Sagittarius and Gemini. So it normally squares your travel, your communication with people near and far, what you think and preach. People hating on you, basically. you know. So now you'll have luck there. And you'll be able to expand with people in your networks of people and meet new people, move to new neighborhoods, communicate with other people, communicate with people at a distance from you, pull people in with what you think and preach. But you'll have to put effort into your education and skills, you know, because you'll have those lucky opportunities to do so as well. This angle directly aspects Virgo behind the scenes. So you'll have lucky opportunities, you know, behind the scenes, secrets told to you and things like that. Look in your chart to see where you have Virgo, which degree it's at. You know, if you have any between 0 and 3 degrees, you know, you're going to feel this off rip. Something could be coming secretly behind the scenes to offer you some type of lucky opportunity or assistance. Okay. Now, moving along from there, on Tuesday, even though this is a day where you could reap what you sow, you know, the sun will be in Capricorn at 6 degrees. So it is an angle where you'll be able to reap what you sow, but there are benefits coming in too. If you've been sowing hate, violence, gossip, or misfortune, though, you're going to get it back. If you've been sowing goodness, then you'll get it back too. If you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees in your chart, this is where this is being aspected. Now, if it's between 3 and 9 degrees of Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, or Pisces, then this is going to be lucky opportunities or assistance or blessings coming to you. But if it's like your area of, you know, relationships are being healed. And the only thing really being affected is your image with some people, maybe because of your career, because of what you do, who you are, you know. It's just how it is. But either way it goes, this is what you get back. You get back what you've been putting out. Now, with the sun in Capricorn at 6 degrees, that's just going to be at the beginning of the day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to move to 7 degrees. So if you have any placements between 4 and 10 degrees of those same angles I was talking about, you know, it's going to be affecting your mind. You might want to take time to retreat and pray, especially if things aren't going the way you hope they would go in career or mastery or or in home and family, in any area. Okay, it might be time to take a step back to review the plan. Faith could need to be regained in a certain area. You might not be believing, you know, in yourself as much. We'll get more messages with the angel cards. But if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees, you know, I'd say of Cancer or Libra, you might want to take some time to fall back and gain some perspective on everything, you know. Sit back and look at career, what it is you master, what you want to do, who you want to be in life. You're going to be looking at that. Now, let's move along to Wednesday. On Wednesday, the sun is in Capricorn at 8 degrees. And it's going to square Chiron and Aries, healing your image in career or home and family, how you're seen in home and family, okay? Maybe where you've lacked a bit of tactfulness, or maybe somebody else lacks a bit of tactfulness within a relationship and something went down. You know, just looks like something went down because it's got to do with home and family. You heal in a relationship. So if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Capricorn or Aries, you could see yourself healing a relationship in home and family on Wednesday. Now, Mercury in Capricorn at 24 degrees is going to be right up on Venus retrograde at 24 degrees. So a blessing is going to be communicated to you regarding the past. It'll have to do with something that has to do with the past and home and family, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it's got to do with finances, whether it's got to do with how you hang out and have fun, or something needs to go back and be relooked at. Something is going to require some effort, some study, some training, or something. Something that has to do with home and family, okay? Now, maybe even the money you make within it, with something with you or your romantic partner. Anyway, in addition to that, so just pay attention to the details, okay? Because the moon in Scorpio at 10 degrees is going to be opposing Uranus and Taurus at 10 degrees. So this is a sudden shock that has to do with shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. And it's directly aspecting the moon in Scorpio. It's how you feel about your money and worth affects your shared finances, affects your passions, the way you feel about these things, the way you know, Something is suddenly happening. Maybe you are having some sort of a sudden epiphany or something like that. You need to pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to what's being said beneath the surface of a situation as it pertains to money, as it pertains to finances. Some type of issue with money could suddenly arise, or maybe you figure out where you've been having these money issues and why, what you need to change. Just pay attention to that. Now, Mars at 11 degrees Sagittarius is going to sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 11 degrees. So some sort of assistance or opportunity to triumph through a restriction or out of a restriction or from a responsibility. Maybe something was said or done that caused hurt, you know. With effort, this can be fixed. And this is an opportunity maybe you to fix something with a friend, with a lover, with a child, with someone you have a relationship with. Someone maybe, where you're restricted in some type of way because you're having some type of challenge in communication with somebody. Maybe you got into an argument with somebody. Maybe it was a neighbor, someone in your networks of people, a sibling or something. Some type of disagreement is there, and now you have an opportunity to heal that if you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees, okay? Let's see what cards you have. Messages of clarity and truth, peace, prosperity, and abundance for Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign people. Libra, you need to, okay, we got two popping out. There's some type of victory or clarity coming in due to something you're passionate about or because of something you're passionate about. Some sort of good communication looks to be coming in to you that provides some type of win, some type of victory. Do I want to take these? Because they fell out upside down. You are feeling in some type of self-imposed imprisonment because of some type of hasty action. Or you were blocked because of some type of hasty action. Or you blocked somebody else hastily. Now there's a second chance coming in. And it's someone's wish fulfillment. Either yours or the other person's. It's about home and family, about obtaining some type of emotional security in home and family, weathering some type of storm or getting through some type of fights or conflicts. Maybe a decision is being made. Maybe there's somebody around you who you can't trust. Maybe you caught somebody gossiping about you. Remember, we had them angles of gossiping, you know, and now there's this second chance comes in. If somebody was wanting to win at all costs, and they put themselves in some type of self-imposed imprisonment. Maybe this was you wanting to win at all costs. Put yourself in some type of self-imposed imprisonment or put yourself in some type of restriction. Okay, restricted. Maybe you restricted somebody from you hastily. You might have hastily blocked somebody. You might have hastily blocked somebody or went off on somebody in home and family or in a home-based business or one of your peers. Yeah, you might have, you blocked somebody or somebody blocked you. But it was done hastily. It's probably you because it's all these sword signs out. So it's most likely a air sign. So that's probably you. Okay, so there's going to be a change out of this heartbreak. Keep pushing forward because healing is going to come in. Okay, that's what's aspecting for that situation. Let me see if they're going to say anything else from the from this deck. Okay, the Lover's card came out. So some good relationship is aspecting, whether it's a relationship with a lover or it's a relationship with someone else. A good relationship is aspecting here. This is a good relationship that we're talking about. Or maybe it's worth it. The Lover's card could also indicate a choice needing to be made by someone. Yeah, about a relationship that's gotten too monotonous and there's some type of offer going to come in. Either you're giving an offer or somebody's giving you an offer. And, maybe somebody wants to make up with you. Yeah, it's going to bring you in some type of emotional fulfillment. This could have to do with a mother figure or someone on your mother's side of the family. A relationship from the past, some type of good communication is coming in. It looks like somebody might want to make up with you this week. All right, Libra. Oh, you got two already. Let's see what you're going to be dealing with. Definitely a windfall of money, advice, or assistance is going to come in. A special project is aspecting you could be working on. There could be a happy change in your career as well. True love is long lasting. Choices made from the heart. So you are making a decision with someone, a lover, someone in home and family, a friend, someone you care about. Okay. There's also a return to good health. So that means maybe that stress is going to go away. That if you've been under some stress. Reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your alone time. You're going to be cherishing your alone time. So let's look at what your most likely outcomes are for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Most likely outcomes for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for Libra. Messages of truth, clarity, peace, prosperity, and abundance. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money is coming up. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry or fear, understanding the truth of a situation. In addition to that, children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past. So this could be somebody in home and family from your past coming back in, but you could be remembering events differently in a better or worse light. So you need to make sure you're seeing them how they really occurred, and you need to make sure who you're dealing with, they see things how they really occurred, not in a better or worse light. Because if you're going to heal anything or get past anything, you need to come out with the truth of the matter. The truth needs to be said. Now let's get one angel card and see what the angels, whoa, that flew out. Let me get that. Okay, this card flew out the deck. So this is what the angels want you to know. Loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive. Plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details. Wait for perfect timing. A guardian angel or someone who watches over you is helping or protecting you. Okay? God bless you, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye now. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it's valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance that is aspecting you, and you'll even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, please be sure to check out Mental Chatter Musings Book of the Month, which happens to be Perfectly Fine Christmas. I'll be putting my review in this week, and we would love to see yours as well. As you know, LaJill's birthday was just recently, and that would be wonderful for her to see that review come through before the end of December, before this new year starts. Now, in addition to that, be sure to check out Diverse Shelves on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. You can talk about your favorite new and up-and-coming books. You can talk about even books that you've just read and reviewed that you're excited about. It's an open forum, so come on over to Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you're on YouTube or even Facebook, don't forget to check out Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves very entertaining and informative reviews. So if you're thinking about catching a read, check and see if Robert's reviewed it already. I'm sure he'd love to see you there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube and like the video. It definitely helps to let us know you appreciate the content, that's being put out on any forum. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has read and reviewed Deadliest Intuition so far, and a push into January for getting you guys to finish up that wonderful book, or start that wonderful book, Deadliest Intuition. Actually, that riveting, heart-pounding book. I will be doing a raffle in January, so definitely stay tuned for that announcement. Check out Deadliest Intuition. It's my newest psychological thriller. Now that we've gotten that out the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the scopes. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. Taronic here with your tarot and astrology for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that on my Facebook page in written format at author Taronic. Let's get into it. So on Monday, The sun is in Capricorn at 5 degrees. This is an angle where the good you do comes back to you. Okay. Like the sacrifices you've made that can pay off. This is where the gossipers lose. People in your area of secret sacrifice, solitude, that have maybe literally been gossiping about you. Maybe they've been gossiping about you, people at a distance from you. Maybe people are gossiping about what you think and what you preach. You know, something you said, your philosophy, your education and skills. This is where somebody is disagreeing, you know, has been maybe even disagreeing with you. This is where some kind of reprieve can come in for you. Now, this is your area. As I said, this is stuff going on behind the scenes. Secret, sacrifice, solitude, some type of closure could even be coming into you. If you have placements between, I'd say, 2 and 8 degrees, or 3 and 8. Yeah, no, 2. Yeah, 2 and 8 degrees of Capricorn. Let's see. I'd say Taurus or even Virgo. So this could be a blessing coming into you through home and family, maybe of shared finances. Maybe you're having the endings or new beginnings you want. Maybe it's sex and intimacy. It could be even something you're passionate about, you know, where you're getting some type of blessing coming in. Now, if it's assistance or opportunity that comes into you, this is going to, that's a reprieve. This is going to be through money or resources, okay? Through a Pisces, it could be through a Pisces, sun, moon, or rising sign person, but this is your area of Pisces. That is the area of opportunity and assistance. Also, Scorpio is an area of opportunity and assistance. So maybe you're making money through career. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to work on something in your solitude, even if it has to do with spirituality. For some of my like tarot readers, Reiki, you know, people who make money doing this kind of deal, you know, that I'm doing here now. You have that opportunity. So, you know, basically this is where, you know, you can get some type of reprieve. Okay. Now, remember that Venus and Pluto are still coupled together in Capricorn. They're still conjunct. So there's still some type of transformation in regards to money, in regards to romance, and in regards to, I'd say even your pleasure pursuits, you know, how you go out and have fun as far as, you know, what you do behind the scenes, you know, how you're spending and making money behind the scenes, what you're doing as far as romance, you know, who you're talking to behind the scenes, even secretly. There is some type of transformation going on in that area with this conjunction, especially if you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees of Capricorn. Heck, I'd even say, you know, any of the other areas it's aspecting. So look to see where you have 22 to 28 degrees in your chart, and you know that things going on in the background related to money is aspecting that area, and that's what is making some type of transformation right now. Okay. The moon in Libra at 11 degrees on Monday at some point is going to trine Saturn in Aquarius and directly aspect Uranus and Taurus at a fated angle. So this is a restriction or a responsibility, maybe that sudden, you know, that suddenly pays off, or you maybe even see the benefit in it. This has to do with long distance travel, education, and skills, what you think and preach. Okay, and where you were restricted in some way with someone at a distance from you, or where you were restricted in some way with your education and skills, what you think and preach. Maybe somebody shut down your philosophy or what you think. Maybe somebody doesn't agree with your morals or your spirituality. Okay. And you were restricted in some type of way, or hampered in some type of way, or maybe you're having to work on your education and skills, you know, behind the scenes. There's a direct aspect to home and family. So maybe this has to do with somebody in home and family. So either you're working at home, in home and family, or with a home-based business. And these are these restrictions and responsibilities that are on you. Or this could be where something, this could even be where something, a blessing comes in to bless where you had a shocking, let's see, how can I say it, event happen in home and family, or to have to do with you and a family member or something like that. Now a blessing is coming in with someone at a distance from you, And it's maybe even releasing you from some sort of restriction, or it's placing taking some sort of responsibility off of you, or maybe it's putting a responsibility on you that's a blessing to you. Just beware of your instincts, okay? It's squaring work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So just watch out for, communication with people that you talk to during your daily routines. Maybe work, just watch your instincts, or maybe the things you choose to take on, even just be mindful of that. You might even be mistrusting the lesson that you learned here, instead of garnering, instead of grasping the lesson. You may be prone to just not listening because, or not absorbing the lesson. Okay, don't trip now. Help is here, or assistance is here, or some type of offer is here, but don't mess it up. Okay, now on Tuesday, the moon in Libra at 29 degrees is going to trine Jupiter in Aquarius again. So now there's some sort of blessing coming directly to you through work, health, daily routine. No, not work, health, daily routines, but long distance travel, things at a distance from you. Education and skills, what you think and preach. Maybe it has to do with your morals and spirituality. You have a lucky opportunity on Tuesday, maybe to express this to someone at a distance from you, to talk to this person in this partnership, where you've maybe been experiencing this misfortune or bad advice, there's where you've had to weather some type of consequences. Now there's some sort of blessing coming into you. Okay, on Tuesday. Now, in addition to that, the planet Jupiter is going to jump from your sign. It's going to leave you, okay, leaving Saturn in your sign, placing restrictions and responsibilities on you, okay, making you put more effort into your image, more effort into first impressions, more effort into your soul's purpose, more effort into being mindful of your ego and things like that. It's going to force you to do these things because this is Saturn, Father Saturn, like I said, is the planet of restrictions and responsibilities, and he's hardest on you, but gives you the best gifts. Okay. So in the end, by the time Saturn moves out of your sign, at the end of, it's going to be quite a while. Okay. It's going to be there all through next year. So I don't even want to tell you, but at the end of it, you'll see some type of benefit or shine to yourself. Okay. Now, Jupiter is moving to Pisces at 0 degree on Tuesday. Flexibility and versatility brings harmony and success for those with placements between 0 and 3 degrees of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I'd even go as far as to say anywhere you have placements between 0 and 3 degrees in your chart, okay? Because this is where luck is aspecting you, okay? Between 0 and 3 degrees. It's going to move through the sector of Pisces as the year goes on. It'll be there through the first half of next year. And then it'll eventually get to your nodes. But for those with placements between 0 and 3 degrees, because Jupiter will be at that 0 degree of Pisces, they will feel it the most, the people between 0 and 3 degrees. So this for you is about your money and your resources. This is bringing you luck with money, luck with resources, lucky opportunities to garner money and resources, lucky opportunities to increase your worth, okay, this year, this coming year as well, through the first half. Now, that being said, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people and career, you will have lucky opportunities there. Lucky opportunities in health, lucky opportunities to improve your health, lucky opportunities to work, lucky opportunities to be of service to other people, lucky opportunities to work for someone, lucky opportunities for you to make money utilizing your skills working for someone. This is great. This is a great angle. And I can see this because my mother's an Aquarius. And next year, the way I can see my, career going, I can see me needing my mother to do things for me. She's an accountant. She does so many things. So I can see where with her being an Aquarius, this will garner her an opportunity to work and make money. Anyway, for you Aquarius, this is what you're dealing with. In addition to that, you have assistance and opportunities coming your way as well. Okay, lucky assistance and opportunities for the next 6 months or so. And for the next 6 months or so, these lucky opportunities and assistance are going to be coming to you through your areas of Aries and Sagittarius. Sagittarius, it's bringing lucky opportunities to achieve your goals. It's bringing friends into your life who bring you benefit. It's bringing lucky opportunities to partner with people, friends, become friends with people who are more established. Okay. You'll also have lucky opportunities to communicate with people in your networks of people. Lucky opportunities coming directly from them being communicated to you, from a sibling, from a neighbor, for someone in your networks of people during short distance travel. Those lucky opportunities will be coming to you. And even though it squares home and family, now that luck is there, you'll have lucky opportunities to, actually, this is mostly going to be about money and resources for you. So actually, your areas of opportunities and assistance are going to be Capricorn and Taurus because it's Pisces. So this is her home and family behind the scenes making money. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. This is for you. This is about you making money behind the scenes in home and family, for home and family, and because of home and family. Maybe even getting a new house, an opportunity to move, an opportunity to be of service to someone, lucky opportunities, secrets being told to you, beneficial money secrets. Hey, they are giving away a lottery ticket if you go down and you fill out an application for so-and-so, whatever. It's going to be any kind of lucky opportunities for you to garner some money or some resources for the next 6 months. Okay. Now, your areas of squaring, the areas that square this area is your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. It's Gemini. Sagittarius squares it too, friends and social groups. So where you would usually just really be overspending, on romantic partners or children or social groups or friends and trying to accomplish your goals, you're spending all this money. Now you'll also have lucky opportunities to bring in money. While you're spending it, you'll have lucky opportunities to bring it in as well. Okay. Let's move along to, also on, let me finish Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, the sun in Capricorn will be at 6 degrees. And this is an angle where you reap what you sow. It's going to be in the daytime. So if you've been sowing hate, violence, gossip, misfortune, you'll certainly get it back. Okay. Especially if you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees of Capricorn, I'd even say Libra or Cancer. Okay, because Capricorn is your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude. So this is where you've been gossiping or, telling secrets or things like that, because that is the area it's in. And it shows that you reap what you sow there, especially in your area of Libra, within your partnerships with people at a distance from you. Maybe with people that have to do with your education and skills, or at school, or where someone disagrees with your philosophy or something you've said, or your spirituality or your morals. Okay. There's a clash there. So you want to be very, very mindful of that area. Now there is healing as it pertains to communicating. So just try to communicate as best you can without the ego. Communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, that's an area that is being healed. So you can see healing there. If you've been gossiping about people at work or during your daily routines and things like that, that can come back to bite you. It could even come back to hamper your health, maybe like causing you stress. So you want to be mindful of that, especially, like I said, if you have those placements in any of those signs, Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, between that 3 and 9 degrees. Now, later on, about 10, well, not later, but around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the sun in Capricorn at 7 degrees, it says that you might want to take some time to retreat, basically. You know, with those angles, you might want to pray, you might want to meditate, especially if life isn't going the way you want it to. It might be time to go back and review the plan. Maybe faith needs to be regained. Something in that area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, maybe where you were gossiping or something you said. Maybe you need to go back and you need to think about that. Maybe you need to think about the things you do in your solitude. Maybe you need to think about the sacrifices that you make or that you need to change and start making. If you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of those same signs I talked about before, that Libra, Capricorn, Aries, or Cancer, you know, this is really aspecting you. So be mindful of that. And this is going down on Tuesday. Now, moving along to Wednesday, the sun is in Capricorn at 8 degrees. It's going to square Chiron and Aries, though. So this is about healing your image as it pertains to how you communicate, what you're communicating to people, what's communicated to you. It's healing you in some way, whether it's with a sibling, whether it's with a neighbor, whether it's someone in your networks of people, whether it's during short distance travel. Either way, it's healing something there behind the scenes. Maybe you're communicating behind the scenes and healing something secretly. You know, maybe you're finding a way to go through the back way, you know, to get your word across or whatever you have to say. Maybe this is you actually attaining some type of closure or healing through communication. If you have placements in Capricorn or Aries between 5 and 11 degrees, this is exactly what's aspecting you. This is where you may have lacked a bit of tactfulness. You can see a reprieve here. Now, Venus in Capricorn, retrograde, remember, it's still right up on Mercury in Capricorn. Or it's right up on Mercury and Capricorn, I'm sorry. They'll both be at 24 degrees. So if you have placements in, I'd say, Capricorn, Taurus, even Virgo, I'd say Scorpio, I'd say Pisces, between 21 and 27 degrees, a blessing could be communicated to you relating to the past. Maybe it's about money, romance, maybe pleasure pursuits, how you like to have fun. Something might also require a bit more effort, a bit more training, a bit more study, a bit more review. Because this is about secret, sacrifice, and solitude behind the scenes, you need to really think about what's going on behind the scenes, what you're doing, okay, what you're saying. You know, as I said, the sacrifices you're making. Because they're coupled together, you can usher in the goodness back into this situation, okay? Now, the moon in Scorpio at 10 degrees is opposing Uranus and Taurus at 10 degrees at the same time. So with that moon in Scorpio, your sector of career opposing home and family, this could have to do with career or home and family. It could have to do with a home-based business. It could be about how you look in home and family, how you look in career. Okay, you need to pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to what's going on beneath the surface of the situation. Okay, back up from the situation and look at it as a whole. Okay, this is where an issue can suddenly arise. Maybe over money, over resources, over something that's going on in home and family, something that like a family dispute or something like that could go on as well, or it could be coming up for review. Okay, now Mars in Sagittarius at 11 degrees is going to sextile Saturn in Aquarius. So if you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees of Sagittarius or Aquarius, there's some type of assistance or opportunities coming to you to be triumphant, to break you out of a restriction, or for you to get through challenges with friends and social groups, or accomplish some type of goal where you break out of a restriction. Maybe you're done with a responsibility. Maybe a responsibility, maybe you're done. This is an opportunity to help you through challenges of a responsibility or some type of restriction. Something done or said that could have caused hurt, could be fixed with effort. Just be sure this is a genuine opportunity to fix things, not to simply take advantage of someone, you know, because some people will do anything for profit. So be mindful of that, whether that's on your end or their end. Okay, now let's see what messages we have for you. Messages of truth and clarity as for this week, as for at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, and see what they have to say. I did see the 7 of Wands. It does show that you're trying to submit yourself at the top of a hill. It does show that you've gone through some type of defeat, loss, or heartbreaks, but you're at the end of it. You're at the 10 of Swords of whatever this ending, defeat, loss, or heartbreak. This could have been an argument or a harsh, dramatic ending with someone. It could have been a disagreement with someone. But now there's an offer of communication that's coming in that's bringing justice. And it could even have to do with money. It could even have to do with a job opportunity. It could have to do with, you know, because this is the Page of Pentacles coming out. So this could have to do with something you've manifested. Okay. Yeah, this could be just something you manifested. Maybe you're manifesting good communication to come back in after a time of turmoil or fight or argument or heartbreak or defeat. Okay, you've looked at what you've invested in this situation, or what you have invested, or what you can invest, and it's worth the communication. Okay, let me see if they have another situation they want to advise you of this week as well, before we get into our angel cards. Let's see, messages of truth and clarity. Okay. All right, so this was like this, so maybe I should just flip it like this. Okay, something that you're passionate about is gonna, it's got you pulled the Knight of Wands. So this has to do with something that you're passionate about. The Knight of Wands usually forges in and out, but you might be displaying some sort of scattered energy, impulsiveness, frustration, delays. You know, if you encounter somebody with talk without substance, you know, that can't, or maybe even someone is either you're geeking somebody up or someone is geeking you up, like boosting you up, you know, telling you you are a great presence to be around, and you know your presence is honored. They're letting you know how much they value you being around them, or you being okay, so and you're trying to get out of this lack of motion and delays, or they're trying to get out of lack of motion and delays. Some monotony has set in a relationship, or it's not offering what you've wanted. Okay, but you have hope for some emotional fulfillment to come in to home and family through some type of heartbreak you've been experiencing, or some type of test of faith, okay, that you've been experiencing. And it's aspecting the Wheel of Fortune. Let's ask for more messages from the fairy deck. All right. As to what you'll be experiencing this week. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So you could not only be in the spotlight, but you can accomplish your goal in home and family, because the Chariot card represents Cancer. Cancer represents home and family. Now, take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end, because fair and objective decisions will be made. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Okay, you got to be mindful of that. It looks like you're going to get justice. You're going to get what you want, but you got to boost up your confidence, because you're thinking you're going to fail automatically. So that's why you're in the position you're in. Let's see what your likely outcome. That wanted to come out. I'm going to take that. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose. Release judgments of yourself and others. Release judgments of yourself and others. Success that comes from dedication, self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. Now that's awesome, because that's confirmation with the Chariot coming out again that you are going to be triumphant and get what you want. Now you also have a romantic partner that you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Maybe your romantic partner is giving you some advice. Okay. You could also be getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors this week. Now let's see what the angels have for you. Anything that they feel like they missed that you need to know. We're going to find out right now. We're just going to do one card, though. I don't want to do too much. I do too much sometimes, and I'm aware of that. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. Remember when I was talking to you about stress? You might be letting things stress you out, and it's hampering your health in some way. Watch out for that, okay? God bless you, and I'll see you Thursday. Bye now. Retrograde here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it's valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges. Take advantage of the opportunities and assistance that is aspecting you, and you'll even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, please be sure to check out Mental Chatter Musings Book of the Month, which happens to be Perfectly Fine Christmas. I'll be putting my review in this week, and we would love to see yours as well. As you know, LaJill's birthday was just recently, and that would be wonderful for her to see that review come through before the end of December, before this new year starts. Now, in addition to that, be sure to check out Diverse Shelves on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. You can talk about your favorite new and up-and-coming books. You can talk about even books that you've just read and reviewed that you're excited about. It's an open forum, so come on over to Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you're on YouTube or even Facebook, don't forget to check out Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves very entertaining and informative reviews. So if you're thinking about catching a read, check and see if Robert's reviewed it already. I'm sure he'd love to see you there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube and like the video. It definitely helps to let us know you appreciate the content, that's being put out on any forum. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has read and reviewed Deadliest Intuition so far, and a push into January for getting you guys to finish up that wonderful book, or start that wonderful book, Deadliest Intuition. Actually, that riveting, heart-pounding book. I will be doing a raffle in January, so definitely stay tuned for that announcement. Check out Deadliest Intuition. It's my newest psychological thriller. Now that we've gotten that out the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the scopes. Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Retrograde here with your tarot and astrology for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is starting off on the 27th. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that on my Facebook page at author Retrograde in written format. So on Monday, the moon is in the sun. The sun is in Capricorn at 5 degrees. This is an angle where what you do comes back to you. Okay, the sacrifices you've made can pay off. The gossipers can lose here. If you have, negative gossip anyway. If you have any placements between 2 and 8 degrees, this is aspecting you. Now, Capricorn is your area of long distance travel. So this could have to do with people at a distance from you. It has to do with education and skills, what you think and preach, your morals, and even your spirituality. It squares that area of Aries and Libra. I wouldn't worry too much about the area of Aries because there's healing there where the gossip has been going around in the area of secret sacrifice and solitude. But your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others is still an area where you could have somebody opposing what you think and preach. So, as I said, if you've been kind of, if you've been putting out any negativity, it's definitely going to come back to you. If you've been putting out positivity, like in your areas of you know, with your friends and social groups. If you've been putting out positivity with those people, they're going to bring new relationships to you that are beneficial, you know, that pay off. Maybe even friend groups that you've been trying to get into and expand within. Now, in addition to that, you also have your area of image and identity that is blessed by this area, even through romantic partners with children. You could be traveling and things like that, you know, and that could, you could be pulling people in at a distance from you to partner with you romantically or creatively. And these could be the blessings for you. So just check to see if you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of any of those signs. Now, the moon in Libra at 11 degrees is going to trine Saturn in Aquarius and directly aspect Uranus and Taurus at a fated angle. This is a restriction or responsibility suddenly paying off, maybe brightening your image, your identity, your first impressions, your soul, your ego, you know. Just be sure to watch your instincts in the area of communication, like what you say. You don't want to mess that up. You know, watch, especially when you're talking to, you know, siblings, in-laws, your networks of people, neighbors, you know, things like that. Just be mindful, you know, with home and family, especially and around home and family, how you're behaving and things like that. But there is a blessing coming into you through one of your relationships where you are of service to other people, maybe where you work. You know, somehow some blessing is coming to you during your daily routines. You know, when you're out there being taking care of some restriction or responsibility that's been placed on you in career, you get some sort of blessing coming in. Or maybe the restrictions or responsibilities placed on you are the blessing. You know, just remember to learn your lessons. When you get this blessing, don't take it for granted. Don't screw it up, you know, by saying something that is out the way, okay? Or not in the vein of what your career would allow or accept. Remember that Venus and Pluto is still coupled in Capricorn, your area of long distance travel, education, and skills, which you think and preach. So you're changing your spirituality, your morals. Things are transforming there. Even the way you make money, you know, the things you're going to school for, where you traveling to with romantic partners, just all kinds of things are changing and transforming, especially if you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees of Capricorn. Now, on Tuesday, the moon in Libra is going to trine Jupiter in Aquarius. So a blessing is going to come in through a partnership. It's going to assist you where you may have been experiencing some kind of misfortune, or maybe the consequences of bad advice, or just your actions in general. This has to do with work or something that went down during your daily routines. But a blessing is going to come to you that is a lucky opportunity, maybe a lucky opportunity in career, or a lucky opportunity while you're at work, or a lucky opportunity to work on something you've been wanting to work on during your daily routines. You know, this is where you are of service to others as well. So maybe a partnership is giving you this, you know, opportunity to prove yourself. Okay. If you have placements between 26 and 29 degrees of Aquarius or Libra, this is aspecting you. Now, also on Tuesday, Jupiter is going to switch over from that 29 degrees of Aquarius into your sector of Pisces at 0 degree, which is your sector of friends, goals, and social groups. Those who have placements between 0 and 3 degrees of Pisces will feel this, or even 0 to 3 degrees of any placement, will feel this initially on Tuesday. And flexibility and versatility is going to bring the best success and the best harmony out of these opportunities and assistance that are coming your way, not only now for those with placements between 0 and 3 degrees, but even later for those with placements throughout the sign, as Jupiter moves through the sector of Pisces for the next half of 2022. You'll be dealing with this luck in this area. Okay, so let's talk about what's going to be coming your way for the next 6 months due to luck being there in your area of friends, goals, and social groups. You'll have lucky opportunities to accomplish your goals. And that in itself is going to brighten your image. It's going to make you look great. You're going to be looking so great with people. They're going to, or to people, they're going to want to partner with you, be friends with you, open social groups up to you. In addition to that, they're going to want to assist you in accomplishing your goals, even if those goals are expanding your reach, speaking your truth, traveling with you or to you. You know, you're going to have these opportunities available for you, even to travel with friends, you know, for leisure, luxury, or, you know, even to accomplish goals. Now, your areas of Cancer and Scorpio are going to bring your way wonderful communication, even lucky opportunities coming from people in your networks of people, neighbors, siblings, and things like that. You're just going to have a lot of ends, you know, through communication, and your relationships really showing up for you for the next 6 months. Now, where you would normally have friction with money, maybe overspending, you know, not having the money to do what you want to do with friends, you know, clashing with things that you're passionate about with friends, having to put so much energy in your goals. Now you'll have Jupiter there, and it will bring you luck and expansion. It will assist you with making money, garnering resources, lucky opportunities to garner shared finances, to work on things you're passionate about. This luck is even directly aspecting your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. You know, so this is lucky opportunities to, you know, garner within social groups, hang out, even garner a romantic partner, a lover, you know. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities, even to go out and have fun with your children, even accomplish goals with or through your children. You know, all of that is being aspected for the next 6 months. Now, on Tuesday itself, the sun starts off in Capricorn in 6 degrees. It's 6 degrees. So this is where you reap what you sow on this day. And that kind of came in even the night before, the night prior. If you've been sowing hate and violence or gossip or misfortune, you know, even the day prior is aspecting you to where you will get that back, especially if you have placements in your chart between 3 and 9 degrees. If you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees, you're going to feel this angle. Look to see what you have in your chart between 3 and 9 degrees, and that's where you're going to reap what you sow. You can go back and think about what you've been doing in those areas, and you can expect to get back what you've been putting out. Now, around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, between if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees, the sun in Capricorn at 7 degrees is going to make you feel like you want to retreat, to take a little break, maybe to meditate, especially if life isn't going the way you want it to go in some of those areas where you reaped, you know, misfortune. Okay, it's time to step back, maybe review the plan. Maybe your faith needs to be regained. Maybe you didn't experience misfortune. Maybe things aren't just completely what you want them to be. And those are going to need review. So you're going to be taking time to do that if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees, okay? Those areas of your chart will be mulled over. Now, on Wednesday, the sun in Capricorn at 8 degrees is going to square Chiron in Aries. It always squares that area, but now that Chiron is there healing things in your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, bringing you closure and healing there, it's going to assist you in that area of education and skills, what you think and preach. Okay, people behind the scenes are going to be taking up for you when people disagree with what you say, what you think, what you preach. This could be where somebody is assisting to heal your image, maybe where you have said something a bit tactless, done something a bit tactless. Now there's an opportunity there for you to heal the way you look behind the scenes. And it could be definitely somebody speaking up for you as well. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Capricorn or Aries, this is aspecting you with healing, behind the scenes, okay, or through somebody even making a sacrifice for you. Now, Venus in Capricorn retrograde, Venus retrograde in Capricorn at 24 degrees, is going to couple with Mercury in Capricorn at 24 degrees. So this is some blessing communicated to you relating to the past, relating to a past romance, relating to finances in the past, relating to maybe a pleasure pursuit or something you wanted to do, maybe even a passion. Something requires more effort, training, or study. You know, even if it's just you taking a trip, it requires more effort. Maybe you got to get your tickets. You got to research where you want to go, you know, what plane you're taking, things like that. In addition to this review and this blessing coming in, the moon in your sector of relationships is going to be opposing you. Something could be revealed about you suddenly, shockingly, through someone you're in a relationship with. They could say something, or somebody could discover something about you. If you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Scorpio or Taurus, be mindful that you could uncover something about one of your relationships, or something could be uncovered about you. So look beneath the surface of the situation to find out how this maybe even came about, how this was revealed, because an issue can suddenly arise, okay, within that relationship. Now, Mars in Sagittarius at 11 degrees is going to sextile Saturn in Aquarius. So if you have placements between, I would say, 8 and 14 degrees of Aquarius or Sagittarius, this is an opportunity in career for you to garner shared finances, work on something you're passionate about, maybe an opportunity for sex and intimacy, or to create the endings and new beginnings you want. But this could be a friend assisting you. Just make sure the person that is assisting you has your best interest at heart and is not just assisting you because they want a piece of your pie, or they're doing it just for profit or to scam on you some type of way. Okay, listen to what they say. You know, pay attention. You know, you're going to have to open your third eye on this one. Okay, now let's go through and see what the cards have to say. Okay. Messages of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance, truth and clarity for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Show me what I need to see for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, first of all, this either looks like a romance or a creative relationship, maybe, is seeing some type of peace restored or transition. Maybe this is a creative, maybe you were having trouble with creativity, like a creative block, and now something is being restored. But it's actually through you submitting yourself at the top of a hill, through you feeling left out in the cold, like you went through that spell of feeling left out of the cold, even from your security and your abundance. And now justice is coming in to you. Okay, this is a transition period, a time for new creative beginnings for you. If this is love, it's going to take more of a grounded approach. Okay, you're going to need more of a grounded approach there to create what you're trying to create as far as love. But it does look like there is some emotional fulfillment coming towards you, but it might be due to finances in some way. Okay, yeah, from the past, maybe some finances from the past or an offer from the past is on the table and coming in. Maybe this is something where you experienced some regret or loss, or you were worried as to whether you get it or not. But now you're after worry, you're manifesting this new job or this money. And you're going towards your luxury, your Nine of Pentacles, and you may have been the one actually causing the immobility a little bit, even with that worry, all of that worry, you know. But now you're manifesting something to come your way. But make sure you don't overindulge just because you know that something is coming. It looks like whatever it is that's coming is allowing you to progress forward through hard work and some stress and burdens. And it's aspecting you with the 10 of Pentacles coming your way. And it looks like it to be a surprise or a shock. Some generational wealth that you're garnering. Okay, now let's see what other cards let's see what the Fairy Oracle deck has to say, what you'll be experiencing this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm not going to take that one because I want ones to flip over or fly out. I want them to be messages of truth or clarity for Taurus that will help them on their path to their highest vibrational good. Show me what I need to see for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. Okay, got two. Ooh. The first one says children or childhood. The return of people or romances from your past. Remembering events differently in a better or worse light than they occurred. So beware of people coming back into your life and you not seeing things how it truly happened, or them not seeing the truth of the situation. The resolution of difficulties. A weight is lifted off of your shoulders, and this could even be the end of a codependency or an addiction. But indecision could be holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please other people. You might feel trapped between your intellectual mind and your emotional mind these next few days, okay? Now, let's see what your most likely outcomes are. Let's see what your most likely outcomes are. Okay, so justice is going to come in for you. Take the time to review the details carefully because you will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions will be made. And you got that same card about childhood. Maybe with something going on with a child, they're not remembering events like they happened when they're repeating them to you or about you this week. Or somebody from your childhood is returning and you're not seeing things clearly in the light that they happened, or they're not seeing things clearly, the truth of the matter. So that needs to be looked at, okay? You gotta be truthful, you know. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So you are going to have wonderful things coming in for you. Let's see what the angels have to say, the angel deck, if they can give us one message, anything that you may have left out, didn't mention, that the angels want you to know. Messages of truth and clarity, peace, prosperity, and abundance that will help Taurus on their path to their highest vibrational good. Show me what we need to see for the week. Okay, there we go. We got one. You got the Chariot. Wonderful. Rewards that come from hard work. Successfully balancing priorities at once. Determination and willpower. And it will also, you could also get public recognition. God bless you. I hope this helped. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye now. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it's valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges. Take advantage of the opportunities and assistance that is aspecting you, and you'll even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, please be sure to check out Mental Chatter Musings Book of the Month, which happens to be Perfectly Fine Christmas. I'll be putting my review in this week, and we would love to see yours as well. As you know, LaJill's birthday was just recently, and that would be wonderful for her to see that review come through before the end of December, before this new year starts. Now, in addition to that, be sure to check out Diverse Shelves on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. You can talk about your favorite new and up-and-coming books. You can talk about even books that you've just read and reviewed that you're excited about. It's an open forum, so come on over to Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you're on YouTube or even Facebook, don't forget to check out Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves very entertaining and informative reviews. So if you're thinking about catching a read, check and see if Robert's reviewed it already. I'm sure he'd love to see you there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube and like the video. It definitely helps to let us know you appreciate the content, that's being put out on any forum. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has read and reviewed Deadliest Intuition so far, and a push into January for getting you guys to finish up that wonderful book, or start that wonderful book, Deadliest Intuition. Actually, that riveting, heart-pounding book. I will be doing a raffle in January, so definitely stay tuned for that announcement. Check out Deadliest Intuition. It's my newest psychological thriller. Now that we've gotten that out the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the scopes. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. Taronic here with your astrology and tarot for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that on my Facebook page at author Taronic. Other than that, let's get into it. On Monday, the moon is in Capricorn at 5 degrees. This is an area that trines your sign. So you should be receiving blessings during Capricorn season in romance, creative endeavors, children, even hanging out and having a good time. But with it at 5 degrees, this is where the good you do comes back to you, whether it's with a lover, a child, or within a creative sphere. The sacrifices you've made can pay off, and the gossipers can lose. If you have placements in Virgo or Taurus, even Pisces and Scorpio, between 2 and 8 degrees, you could be seeing some sort of blessing in career due to money and resources. You could see some sort, not a blessing in career, but you could see some sort of blessing as to your image because of your education and skills, what you think and preach. Maybe it's you even traveling with loved ones or pulling someone in at a distance from you within a creative network that you've been wanting, or that is a blessing to you. You could be expanding your reach through this person as well. Now, you could also be receiving some assistance or opportunities through a partnership. Maybe something is communicated to you. Maybe somebody wants to go out with you. Maybe the person you likes you back. Maybe you have an opportunity to go out with your significant other and your sibling says, hey, I'll watch the kids. Maybe, there's some sort of opportunity through communication or someone in your networks of people. Maybe even someone wants to partner with you within a creative endeavor. That could be the good coming back to you. It could be any of those things, okay? Now, remember that Venus and Pluto are conjunct in Capricorn in that area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. So you're going through a big transformation there, especially if you have placements in Capricorn between 22 and 28 degrees. The way you and a lover spend money, the money you spend on children, the money you use to hang out, all of that is rebirthing and you're switching things up, okay? Now, the moon in Libra on Monday at 11 degrees is going to trine Saturn in Aquarius while it's directly aspecting some sort of shock and surprise coming from Uranus in your area of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, morals and spirituality. Maybe somebody, says something to you that shocks you about your education and skills, what you think and preach. Maybe something comes your way that's a blessing to you regarding what you think and preach, your education and skills. Maybe you're being released from some sort of restriction from a social group or a restriction at work. Maybe it's something you wanted to do, or maybe it's something you wanted to apply for to make money and garner resources, and you could never get in to do it. And now, shockingly, you're able to break through and get this done. Now, you should definitely watch your instincts as it pertains to your goals and your friends and your social groups. Just what you would say to them, how you act, the things you do. Make sure you learned your lessons when dealing with friends and social groups. The help is here that you need, so don't mess it up. Now, on Tuesday, the moon in Libra at 29 degrees, is going to trine Jupiter in Aquarius. So a blessing comes your way through a partnership, assisting you where you may have been experiencing like misfortune or bad advice or the consequences of your actions, or like I said, someone's bad advice or something like that. If you have placements between 26 and 29 degrees, something, a lucky opportunity to work for someone, be of service to someone, improve your health, maybe get a pet, get some, a small pet, some help for a small pet or something like that. Maybe buy a small pet, resources for a small pet, resources for health, resources for money, period. With you working for someone, maybe some money comes in for you. If you have placements between 26 and 29 degrees of that Aquarius or Libra, that's definitely aspecting you. And it's just before that Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, moves into Pisces, where it will stay throughout the first half of next year. It'll be there for the whole year. Those of you with placements between 0 and 3 degrees in your chart, you're going to feel this lucky assistance and opportunities immediately. You're going to feel this in your area of relationships. People coming your way that happen to be lucky for you, to help you out. Lucky opportunities to partner with people. Okay, you're going to feel this right off rip. But and because of that, flexibility and versatility are the best ways to bring harmony and success into the picture. Okay, but for the next 6 months, it'll eventually come across your other nodes, and the people who are not placements between 0 and 3 degrees, they'll start feeling it. Okay, but the thing is that you're going to have lucky opportunities and assistance there, and not for the next 6 months. And not only that, you're going to have lucky opportunities to partner with people at a distance from you because of what you think and preach, because of your morals and spirituality. You'll have opportunities to pull in lovers at a distance from you. You'll have an opportunity to partner with people creatively. You'll have blessings communicated to you, directly to you through your friends, helping you to accomplish your goals, maybe even social groups. Some of you are trying to move, neighbors, neighborhoods. You'll have lucky opportunities in that area as well. Even with your networks of people, people will want to partner with you and bring you some type of lucky assistance, expansion, or opportunity. Now, normally this area of relationships squares your area of home and family and your area of career. So even home-based business. So now where it was squaring those areas, you'll have luck with those people that you may have been squaring before. Maybe they're not bugging you as much. Maybe they're not blocking you as much because that Jupiter is there. And it's also directly aspecting your image. So it's enhancing your image, how you look, your first impressions. Okay. So this is wonderful for you for the next 6 months. Now, in addition to that, on Tuesday, the sun is going to be in Capricorn at 6 degrees. So this is a degree where you reap what you sow on this day. If you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees, look at those areas, what you have in those charts, because you're going to reap what you sow. If you have placements between 3 and 9 degrees, if you've been sowing hate, violence, gossip, and misfortune, that's what you're going to get back. If you've been, sowing, great communication and, being willing to open up and partner with people, and you've been sowing, saying good things about people, these things will come back to you. Now, around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the morning on Tuesday, the sun is going to shift over to 7 degrees. So if there's anything that comes up that's not working for you, this is where you might want to take time to retreat, pray, meditate, fall back, especially if life isn't going the way you'd hoped. Okay, maybe it's time to step back and to review things as it pertains to things with a lover. Maybe you and a lover should step back and review things. Maybe you and a child. Maybe you from a creative endeavor. Okay, maybe faith needs to be regained, or the plan needs to be reworked. If you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Capricorn or any other placements, this is aspecting you in those areas. Okay. Now, moving along to Wednesday, the sun is in Capricorn at 8 degrees. Okay, so it's going to square Chiron and Aries, healing your area of image as it pertains to shared finances, how that looks, how you look in sex and intimacy, your passions, you know, how those make you look and what they are, you know, what your passions are, what you make, how much shared finances you bring in. So, you know, the healing is coming into that area. Okay, healing things where maybe you've even lacked a bit of tactfulness with spending or creating endings and new beginnings in a tactful way. Some type of healing is coming in for you through a romantic partner or with a romantic partner, through a child or with a child or because of a child. Maybe shared finances are coming in because of a child. Maybe money, shared finances are coming in through your lover. Maybe there's some type of creative endeavor that's aspecting you that's bringing you some type of shared finances in as well. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Capricorn or Aries, that's aspecting you. And remember, Venus is coupled with Mercury at 24 degrees. Okay, and Venus is retrograde, so this is a blessing communicated to you relating to the past, about finances, about romance, about your pleasure pursuits and what you like to do with a lover and things like that. Okay, and maybe it requires a little more effort, training, or study, whatever this is that's going to be discussed, even whether it's to garner some more money. You have to put a little bit more in, but you know, you can do this. You can, this can be done. Okay, we'll ask for more clarity from the angels deck and the you know, the fairy guidance deck, but I want to go through this other transit with you. Mars, where you've been having challenges in home and family. Mars is at 11 degrees. It's going to sex house Saturn in Aquarius. So some type of opportunity or assistance through a friend or maybe someone you work with is going to come to you. If you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees of Sagittarius or Aquarius. Now, this is assistance or opportunities relieving you of a restriction at work or maybe even from some type of responsibility. But be sure this opportunity is a genuine opportunity to help you out and not to just take advantage of you or trick you, take your job from you or something like that. So where they're just going to profit and you're going to lose out. You know, be very mindful of that because this person could have a bit ill intentions, especially with the South Node being in Sagittarius. So just be mindful of that. If this assistance or help is coming into you, just, you know, see what you have to do. You know, what is there a give and take here? Because usually it's some type of exchange, you know. Just be mindful of that. Okay. So let's see if we can get any more information from the Rider-Waite deck. Messages of peace, prosperity, and abundance for Virgo. Something is aspecting you from the past, maybe an offer from the past. Some type of justice is coming into you and the scales are being balanced as it pertains to some type of offer from the past. This is something you've been hanging on, waiting for. Maybe this has to do with a little greed. Maybe this has to do with a unhealthy relationship or some obsession with you've had, something you've been waiting for a judgment to come through. And it's been kind of, you know, not only at a standstill. Well, whenever you have the judgment card, you need to make sure that you examine your role in the situation at first, like where you kind of could have held things up or pushed things back. Because your past might be getting in the way of you moving forward because you refuse to examine your own role in the circumstances. You could be judging yourself or someone else too harshly as well. Okay, but you have to move on from the past as it pertains to this situation. Okay, but with justice coming in, you know, it looks like it's going to allow you to finally move past. Let me see if they want to say anything. Yeah, there's going to be some type of celebrations coming in and through home and family. Let's see if they want to tell me about any other situations. Make sure you're working on your craft and you're not causing yourself some type of immobility by not working on your pentacles, because the 8 of Pentacles reverse talks about a lack of ambition. It could also be perfectionism. Okay, you might be feeling like you're trapped by some other commitments that are zapping your time and you can't really work on what you want to work on, which is hampering your confidence or your stability in some way, because you got the 4 of Pentacles upside down, which talks about materialism or greed. You might feel undervalued by someone or left out of success in some kind of way this week, but you can't let your mindset get like that, okay? You need to start delegating. Where you have regrets or sorrow, you know, your world can change. You're waiting for that. But while you're waiting for that, you need to kind of strategize a little better. Okay. Look at the things you're investing in. Look at where you have things. Look at what you have invested, and look at what you're investing your time and effort into. You know, you want to invest in something that's going to benefit you. Some communication, shocking communication, is going to come in at a distance from you about something that has to do with maybe your security and abundance, maybe the arts. Okay, some shocking communication is going to come in. This is something you've been fighting for. You've been dealing with a lot of competition in this area. It might have even caused you some type of worry or depression, you know, feeling hopeless about a situation because of you feeling maybe you were defeated, maybe by something, you know, that you're waiting for in the past. It could have to do with a business endeavor as well. This is where you were kind of going within, you know, maybe moving away from a partnership. Maybe this is about a partnership. Okay. Some shocking information is coming in about a partner. Okay. It could be a romantic partner, somebody within a creative endeavor. A child is somewhere where you have something invested. Maybe you were even thinking of walking away from this. Maybe it has to do with the arts or creativity. And at one point you were thinking walking away from this, you know, to value your deeper needs. But you have to have patience, you know, have patience, because you have that patience upside down, and you want to be mindful of that. And then you also had your 8 of Cups card upside down, which talks about drifting into hopelessness, escapism, or poor judgment, you know, an unwillingness to work through problems, which could be regretted later. You know, you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. With this Queen of Cups upside down, there's a codependency or some type of jealousy going on. Maybe some type of emotional insecurity that you really, really need to work on, especially working on your patience. Okay. Maybe there's a lack of long-term vision. All right, maybe you need to write down a plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. You might feel overwhelmed and under pressure or unfairly burdened by others' demands this week as well. Okay, let's get some more clarification as to this from the Fairy Oracle deck and ask them what you're going to be dealing with this week. Messages of truth and clarity, peace, prosperity, and abundance for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. What will they be dealing with this week? Okay, so first of all, you got the 9 of Winter, which says unfounded fear. Okay, you're focusing on the worst case scenarios and allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Okay, you're worrying for nothing. The desire for a more meaningful life. You want more even though you have a lot. Or you just want more. You're realizing that you want to move on from certain things, and you're choosing to make other life choices because you want to bring in, you know, something else. Okay. What else are you likely to be experiencing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Balance. Take everyone's input into consideration and merge viewpoints for a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Okay, let's see what your most likely outcomes are. Messages of truth and clarity for Virgo, peace, prosperity, and abundance. Messages that will help Virgo on their path to their highest vibrational good. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Creatively or courageously stand up for yourself. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, though. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Okay, so you have the ability to beautify things. And you also might be meeting someone that's helping your dreams come true, which makes sense, especially with Pisces moving into your area of relationships, or Jupiter moving to your area of Pisces, which is, you know, your relationships. Now, that also means with your open enemies, Jupiter is bringing you luck with those people. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and loved ones. Make wise investments. You plan for retirement, and you're going to be honoring family traditions as well. So you might need to get some insurance for your kids, life insurance, whole life insurance policies that they can use when they get older and take the money out of, different things like that. Let's see what... You know, I try to give you guys all the little tidbits that I hear and learn here and there. Let's see if angels want to give us any extra messages. Any extra messages for Virgo. Something important that you want Virgo to know. That's important for Virgo to know that will help them on their path to their highest vibrational good. Show me what I need to see for Virgo. Let's see. Do they want to give us anything? Just thinking about it. We're thinking about it. Messages of truth and clarity, peace, prosperity, and abundance. If I have to shuffle too much longer, I might pause the video because I don't want to just be sitting here shuffling, even though, you know, you're getting the full authenticity of me trying to get the message for you that is, you know, for you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine, please show me what I need to see for Virgo. Messages of peace, prosperity, and abundance. There we go. There we go. It took a while, huh? Passionate, confident, charismatic, relentless. Events requiring immediate action. So it's going to require you to be passionate and confident, charismatic, and even you might even feel a little restless. Events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts and stay focused, okay? A passionate relationship could come your way. Also, a fresh new start or the end of delays. You got the Wheel of Fortune spinning in your direction. Sudden and unexpected progress could come your way. Very positive changes in your life, maybe travel or even a new vehicle. Protect what you've created and be prepared to never give up. Your angels, ask your angels for help. You know, if you can't carry something, if it's too heavy, ask them to carry it for you. They will do that if you're experiencing a test of faith that you're having to go through. Okay, environmental activism and animal rights. Oh, okay. So we might be standing up for the rights of animals or our environment. God bless you, and we'll see you Thursday. Bye now. Retrograde here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it's valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance that is aspecting you, and you'll even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, please be sure to check out Mental Chatter Musings Book of the Month, which happens to be Perfectly Fine Christmas. I'll be putting my review in this week, and we would love to see yours as well. As you know, LaJill's birthday was just recently, and that would be wonderful for her to see that review come through before the end of December, before this new year starts. Now, in addition to that, be sure to check out Diverse Shelves on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. You can talk about your favorite new and up-and-coming books. You can talk about even books that you've just read and reviewed that you're excited about. It's an open forum, so come on over to Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you're on YouTube or even Facebook, don't forget to check out Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves very entertaining and informative reviews. So if you're thinking about catching a read, check and see if Robert's reviewed it already. I'm sure he'd love to see you there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube and like the video. It definitely helps to let us know you appreciate the content, you know, that's being put out on any forum. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has read and reviewed Deadliest Intuition so far, and a push into January for getting you guys to finish up that wonderful book, or start that wonderful book, Deadliest Intuition. Actually, that riveting, heart-pounding book. I will be doing a raffle in January, so definitely stay tuned for that announcement. Check out Deadliest Intuition. It's my newest psychological thriller. Now that we've gotten that out the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the scopes. Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Retrograde here with your astrology and tarot for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of this week. Now, if you're looking for Sunday, you can find that in written format on my Facebook page at author E-Ray Taronic. Other than that, let's jump into Monday on the 27th. The sun is in your sign at 5 degrees. This is where the good that you do comes back to you. The sacrifices you made pay off, and the gossipers lose. This is about your image, how you're seen, your first impression, your identity. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Capricorn, this is aspecting you. So you could see the good come back to you, especially in your areas of, I'd say, Virgo or Taurus, if you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees, because those are your areas of blessings, where you can have blessings come into you and your romantic partner, you and your children. Maybe you travel with them. Maybe this is a blessing coming from someone at a distance from you about your education and skills, what you think and preach, your spirituality, your morals. You also have assistance and opportunities aspecting that could be the actual good you do coming back to you. And if so, those are your areas of Scorpio and Pisces, where a friend or someone within a social group assists you in accomplishing a goal. Maybe they communicate that your goal is accomplished. Maybe this is about communicating with a friend and going out with them around the neighborhood. Maybe this has to do with someone in your networks of people, a sibling, a neighbor or a neighborhood. Maybe you're wanting to move, and maybe a neighbor pays it forward or helps you out, shovels your snow, cuts your grass, whatever season it is where you are, This could be aspecting you if you have placements in any of those signs between 2 and 8 degrees. Now, remember that Venus and Pluto are still coupled together, conjunct at 25 degrees. If you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees of Capricorn, things are changing. The way you spend money is changing. The way you look at finances is changing. Your finances are changing. The way you and a romantic partner deal with finances are changing. The way you, the things you like to do for pleasure, they're changing. These things are going through a rebirth if you have placements between those, in Capricorn between that 22 and I'd say 28 degrees. Now, the moon in Libra at 11 degrees is trining Saturn in Aquarius and directly aspecting Uranus and Taurus at a fated angle. So a restriction or responsibility can suddenly pay off, but you have to be aware of your instincts in the area of relationships, how you are, how you relate to people, how you might be mistrustful of people. Maybe even it's lessons you need to learn with people. Whether it's the way you treat people or the way they treat you, just learn your lessons, because you have this blessing coming in through a restriction or responsibility. Maybe you were restricted from a friend group and now they're letting you in. Maybe you were restricted from some sort of finances. Maybe you had to pay out some sort of finances as it pertains to career. Maybe you were waiting for them to come in, but now this blessing is suddenly out of nowhere hitting you. Okay, coming to you. It has to do with career or whatever it is you master, that this blessing is coming into you of money. And it's a blessing to you and your children. It's a blessing to you and your romantic partner. It's a blessing to you, maybe the money comes through a creative endeavor. If you have placements in Libra, Taurus, or Aquarius, even Cancer, between those, I'd say 8 and 14 degrees, this is aspecting you. So don't trip. Help is here. Now on Tuesday, the moon in Libra is going to trine Jupiter in Aquarius at 29 degrees. So if you have placements between 26 and 29 degrees of Libra or Aquarius, this is some sort of blessing coming in for you. It's money through career or whatever it is you master aspecting you, okay, coming in to help. Maybe it's through a partnership. But if you have those placements where you've been experiencing a misfortune or bad advice, or maybe the consequences of your own actions, maybe overspending, something is coming in for you. And this is a reprieve if you have the placements between 26 and 29 degrees of Aquarius or Libra. Now, also on Tuesday, the planet Jupiter is going to shift over into Pisces, and it's going to be there through half of next year. This is going to bring luck and expansion to your area of communication. Siblings, your networks of people will expand. You'll have lucky opportunities to meet new people around your neighborhood, neighbors. You'll have new opportunities communicated to you through siblings and things like that. Maybe even during short distance travel, you'll have opportunities coming to you, lucky opportunities and assistance. Now, because of this going on for the next 6 months or so, you're also going to have some blessings coming in as well. And your areas that this normally squares are going to be aspected with luck. So that will be great for you. So where behind the scenes you normally face gossip and at work and maybe even spiritual attacks on your health and, just all kinds of things, or just communication, unlucky communication about health. Let's see. You'll get lucky opportunities to be of service to other people. You'll have good things told to you, secrets, lucky opportunities, expressed to you, that not everybody knows about, of course. Lucky opportunities to garner healing and closure with a sibling or someone in your networks of people or a neighbor. You'll have, those are the areas that normally square that area, Sagittarius and Gemini. Even at work, jobs, lucky opportunities to workplaces, lucky opportunities to heal your health, lucky opportunities to get a pet. You're going to have all kinds of where you normally have issues and friction. Lucky opportunities are going to be aspecting you now. Lucky opportunities to travel. You'll also have assistance and opportunities coming to you for the next, I'd say, 6 months. The lucky opportunities and assistance to sharpen your image, to make your first impressions shine, to enhance your ego, your soul. Okay, you're going to have lucky opportunities to do this. This is going to come in for you. Maybe even to pull in new romantic partners, to pull in people that want to hang out with you. Lucky opportunities to hang out with people in your networks of people. Maybe there's, some more influential people that you want to get in contact with. You'll have those opportunities to partner with those people now. Okay. Even your children, you'll have lucky opportunities communicated to you for your children and through your children or regarding your children. Okay. I would think that's probably governmental too, because that's in the area of Taurus. Blessings will come your way. Your blessings are in your areas of Scorpio and Cancer. You'll have lucky opportunities to partner with people and garner friendships with the right people, connect with the right people that can help you to expand your reach and accomplish your goals. And that's going to be going on for the next 6 months. If you have placements between 0 to 3 degrees of any of these signs or placements, you're going to feel this right off the rip. But just make sure that you are maintain an air of harmony, and you're flexible, versatile, and you will have success. The sun will be in Capricorn at 6 degrees on Tuesday. So this is an angle where you reap what you sow on this day. If you've been sowing hate, violence, gossip, or misfortune, you'll certainly get it back. When the sun shifts over to Capricorn at 7 degrees, at 10 a.m., it's going to be at 7 degrees, Capricorn. So if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees, you might feel like you want to take some time to retreat or meditate, especially if life isn't going the way you've hoped. It might be time to step back, review things, look at the plan. Faith needs to be regained. This is your area of image. This is about how you look to people. Okay. So you want to go back and look at this. Okay. If you're seeing something negative. Now, if you're reaping what you sow and you're reaping goodness, like expansion, accomplishing goals and, I'd say even traveling with the family, bringing in some type of lovers at a distance from you that you've been wanting, if that's the good coming back to you and it's not misfortune you're getting, then you won't have to really worry about stepping back and gaining perspective on anything. But if some things aren't working out for you, then that's where you want to step back and gain perspective on Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, the sun is in Capricorn at 8 degrees. Okay, and it's going to square Chiron in Aries. So this is healing your image or your identity in some way. It could possibly have to do with career. It could have to do with where you lacked a bit of tact. You could be seeing a reprieve. It's healing your image in home and family. Or this could be where somebody in home and family lacked some tact, and it hampered your ego or hurt your feelings or something like that. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Capricorn or Aries, you have the opportunity to heal at that placement. Now, Venus in Capricorn retrograde Venus is retrograde in Capricorn at 24 degrees, and it's going to be trining Mercury in Capricorn. So a blessing could be communicated to you, but it's going to be related to the past as it pertains to finances, romance, or pleasure pursuits. It could even be your passion. This could be coming in, but it's something still could require some type of training, effort, or study in some type of way. So just be mindful of that. Now, the moon in Scorpio will oppose Uranus and Taurus at 10 degrees. So if you have any placements, that last transit I was talking about, the Capricorn, the Mercury in Capricorn, that's if you have placements between 21 to 27 degrees of Capricorn, or something requires a bit more effort, training, or study. But you're still getting some communication about something from the past as it pertains to romance, money, or pleasure pursuits. Now moving along to the next transit. The moon in Scorpio at 10 degrees is going to oppose Uranus and Taurus at 10 degrees. So if you have placements in Scorpio or Taurus between 7 and 13 degrees, this is about friends, goals, and social groups, and how it's directly aspecting a romantic partner, maybe play, hanging out and having fun, a creative endeavor, or a child. Something shockingly could be revealed to you about a lover, about a creative endeavor, or someone you hang out with, like a friend that you hang out with. Something shocking could be revealed about them, or a child. Okay. I mean, it could shockingly even be a goal that's accomplished, but if not, then something could be revealed about somebody and it shocks you. Look beneath the surface, pay attention to what's being said, who is coming from, what's going on around you. An issue could suddenly arise, but don't flip out and panic. Hopefully the angel cards will give us more on this, tell us a little more about this. But if you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Scorpio or Taurus, some type of shock is coming to you, and it has to do with a friend, a social group. Maybe it's a goal you're trying to accomplish. Now, Mars in Sagittarius, which is your sector of secret, sacrifice, and solitude, there's a challenge there. But you're going to have some type of assistance with overcoming this challenge, or you're going to have an opportunity to overcome a challenge or work through challenges, okay, that have to do with money or resources. If you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees, this could be assistance with something that was done or said. Maybe someone was hurt, maybe their worth was hampered. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to fix a money issue, but just make sure that you're not being taken advantage of, because some people will do anything for profit. So just be mindful of that. If you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees of, I'd say, Sagittarius or Aquarius. Now let's see what cards you're aspecting this week. Messages of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. Oh, wow. Okay, we got a choice here, an indecision here, maybe a truce here going on within a relationship, maybe a decision that needs to be made by you, because we got the Devil card. Maybe a decision needs to be made by you, or there is a truce made with it could be a truce made with an unhealthy relationship. It could be maybe even you trying to overcome a addiction or something like that, and there's a choice that needs to be made that has to do with home and family, maybe business, maybe you rising in the ranks amongst your peers. Maybe this is a decision that needs to be made about you rising in the ranks amongst your peers, or you getting a new home or a new business location. Something is aspecting you. You're trying to manifest something like a new job, money, or something like that. You're trying to manifest something here, a new job or money. to come your way, but there's some type of delays or a lack of motion going on. You'll achieve your goal, but you need to be patient. Yeah, you got the Hierophant card too. You need to keep your cards closely hidden to your chest. You might not want to reveal everything. This has to do with the business, I'm assuming. You might be a patron of the arts, but you are a magician. Okay, you are the magician. It looks like the magician fell off to the side. So your creations need grounding. You're not working. You're not creating enough. Okay, and you got the Strength card. And the Strength card, well, to me, with it falling like this tells me that it's upside down. So with the Strength card upside down, you're doubting yourself. You're doubting yourself and you're lacking self-discipline. Okay, and it could also be addictions hampering you. Okay, keeping you from moving forward and holding you back. Okay, so just be mindful of your daily routines and you know, what you're taking into your body. Now let's see what you're likely going to be dealing with. Okay, continue cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. So you need to make sure you're displaying kindness to others. You need to make sure you're paying attention to the details. You're filling things out. If you're writing something, if you're creating something, how you proceed forward with others. You want to be cautious and watch what you say to others, because you do have those angles of healing in there. Healing your image and stuff like that. So be mindful of that. Now, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. You need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience, okay? You and the passion between your lover might be getting better, but you need to have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment or a prudent investment of time or money is going to come up. You're going to have powerful intuitive epiphanies as well. Let go of worry and fear and understand the truth of a situation. So you'll be understanding the truth of a situation. Let's see what your most likely outcomes are. Let's see what your most likely. Now, why did that come out like that? Okay. I'm going to take these three. Opposing goals arise from different opinions. Feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people. You have a lot of competition around you and maybe even overly ambitious people, and you're not seeing things the way other people see things. But have patience and don't worry. This came out before. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. Wow, that's the second time you got that card. Look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Wonderful. Let's see if there was anything left out from the Angel Oracle deck. Anything Spirit wants you to know. Messages of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance, truth, and clarity. Messages of love. Okay. I wanted one, but they gave me three. So I'm going to take three. Decisive, focused, driven, defensive. Watch out for being defensive this week. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Watch your snappiness. Watch your compulsion to flip out. Sudden or unexpected changes will be coming up. Review your options carefully before you react. Falling in love or a resurgence of a romantic relationship. You got this from the other deck as well. Something about love and falling in love, or, you know, the love is maybe the passion is reigniting in a relationship through the exchanging of gifts maybe. Don't give up on the people that love you. Okay. Forgiveness in the end of challenging times. Don't give up on people that love you. That's important. News worth celebrating. Joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation. A time for gratitude. Close communities or chosen families. That is what I have for you this week. God bless you. Bye now.